Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Barbecue. My name is Mike and I'm starting a little mini series of slow cooker recipes for you. This one is going to be taco chicken. You're going to love it. My family does. Let me show you how to make it for yours. You're going to start by trimming your chicken breast. Now there's lots of ways to trim chicken breasts and there's lots of different opinions. I just like to take off any of the hard fats or anything that's undesirable. Then just butterfly it straight down the middle all the way through. Then cut each one of those halves in half as well. Cooking these in smaller portions is going to allow it to tenderize and cook faster and absorb a lot more flavor, which is what we're after, especially when you're working with chicken. Now for today's cook, I recently bought a new slow cooker. I was so sick of these slow cookers breaking that I was buying and I wanted to get something a little bit better. Now this new Ninja slow cooker, it has multiple functions and I've tested a few of them. As a matter of fact, there's a full review video coming on this cooker. I like it enough that I figure it's a good idea to share it with you too, so stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, back to this cook. I always like to start by spraying down the cooker with a little bit of nonstick spray. Now just get all your chicken into the slow cooker. That's my wife's hand, by the way. This is kind of her recipe, so I told her, why don't you make it and I'll film for a change. For our family of 4, we make about 4 pounds of chicken breast. This gives us the opportunity to have it left over for the next couple days, and the kids always love it and they always eat it up. Now you just want to add a little bit of chicken broth to the bottom, and you can add about 2 cups, maybe 3. It all depends on how much you're making, but you just want to have enough to kind of get it up there to cover the chicken at least halfway. Now we've got to add our spices and seasonings, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen for you now, so you can pause here if you want to jot this down. And remember, this is for about 4 pounds of chicken, so you can adjust it based on how much you make. But here we go. This starts with 4 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we just want to let this cook. I usually like to use the low setting. I think the meat retains more flavor that way, and that takes about 5, maybe 6 hours. And once it's fork tender, just go ahead and shred it up in a bowl and put it back inside the cooker so that it can really soak up those flavors before you serve. We like to use a rough shred, but you can shred it as fine as you like for your preference. And I'm telling you, this stuff is packed with flavor. If you want something that's even better than restaurant quality, you need to try this recipe. Now I like to make tacos out of this, but you can serve it up however you like. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next episode.